Greetings and welcome back, one and all, to the city of Anoon in City Skylines, where a slight setback has meant that I have had to play for the last half hour or so to get us mostly back to the same place we were in the last episode. Some save file shenanigans occurred, and as a result, some things may seem just slightly different, but where possible, I have put things back as I had them. And named them as I had them. But there are now a number of new places to name as well, because I have done a few things slightly differently. Namely, for example, I've added a couple of parks here and there. And this park shall be named... It's a little Japanese park. We'll name this the... Well, you know what? I can't really think of too much. But let's go ahead with Shakespeare. Named for Alex Schumann. The Shakespeare Poetry Grove. There we go. The Shakespeare Poetry Grove. Have we named this? Oh, I have not. Oh, drat. Did I name this in the last? I can't remember. Ah, scallywaggery. Right, we're going to have to name this something else then. Okay, I do apologize if I did name this, and as a result, someone's name has basically disappeared into the ether. I will no doubt be told about it in the comments, and will rename something else. But this one shall be the Azum House Dowsery. Now, House Dowsery was a suggestion in the comments. However, I'm not going to, where someone comes up with a cool suggestion like that, I will put the suggestion into the game, but it won't necessarily mean that your name will be picked from the list. That still remains the purview of Chaotricles, not me. But House Dowsery, stroke of genius, I must confess. Now, is there anything else I named in here? No, we've already got that one. Okay, it looks alright for now. Now then, over here, have we named everything? Demon Fangify Plaza, okay, that's good. I think everything over here was named. Yes, it does appear so. However, a Raven Rook... Oh, no, actually... Oh, no. We've got an incineration plant. I don't think that was actually named in the last episode. So, this one shall be the Ace of Spades. Shovel. No, wait, no. Well, I guess you do shovel things into an incinerator. Shovel Emporium. There you go. Now, you may notice over here, Arkan's Ragdoll Rest Home has been fully emptied. That is because we have enough incinerator capacity to handle it. I'm sorry, Arkan, but the Ragdoll Rest Home is no longer needed. All the Ragdolls have gone. Therefore, we are getting rid of that, and we're replacing it with more industry. We don't need much more, but hopefully this will help out a little bit in improving the land value of this area so that they'll actually level up. And next we're going to start emptying the Sadistic Nemesis Disposal Force. Right, you know what? Actually, what we could do... incineration status... Okay, not too bad. You know what? We can rename this. Oh dear. I'm sorry, Ragdolls. Things have escalated rather swiftly and taken a decidedly grim turn. Now, with that done, you know what? I'm thinking it would be remarkably good if we actually had a fire station here. So, we'll have it be a small fire station. I don't want it to be too large. Oh, actually, we could put it up there. Or maybe even on this... part here. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's have a fire station here, specifically for dealing with this place, the Beelzebub Industrial Park. There we go. Now, hopefully that will help things out a little bit. This one shall be named the David Silver. Let's think. Burning Nation. Halt. No. I know. David Silver's Trogdor exterminators. They will exterminate all Trogdors who are trying to burninate our countryside. Especially our thatched roof cottages. Not that we have too many of those in Anoon. However, our industrial area is suffering a little bit from a lack of workers. That is not so great. I'll be honest with you. There we are. Right, so that's going ahead more or less as planned. Oh my lord, the traffic. This is what happens when you high-rise too much in one go. The irony being that I knew this was going to happen. I was basically staring at it and thinking, you know what, lots of people are going to try to move in. And yeah, still happened. I tried to space it out. I've even put paths around there. I guess the paths do nothing to help with the spacing out, but you know, I put paths in there. Cool time. But yes, I tried to space it out thinking, oh well, you know, this will be okay. And then all of a sudden they all leveled up at the same time. It was like they were just waiting. Now, this one shall be the Cali Estate, named for Jagged Caliber. Cali Estate. Origami. That dog just leapt into the pool. Wow, okay. There we go. The Cali Estate Origami Workshop. Now this has turned into quite the shopping district around here. Which is good and bad at the same time, really. Oh my lord. My farms, they have no workers. No one wants to work in the sun all day. I can understand that. Trust me, I can. But it still means that our glorious city is struggling. There's also a fire over there. Please put it out. Now, I've added some more paths around here as well. And we've got another Japanese garden to rename. This shall be the Bryce Thompson. This is named for Bryce Thompson. Bryce Thompson Sakura Stadium. Not that it is a stadium. Still, I think it's a nice name. And we've got a few more things up here. I've added some more chapters. I put them everywhere because they're small and they fit in. This shall be the RK Fahren. Named for RK Fahren. This is where you will take your falcons to teach them, to friend them. Because you can't really teach a falcon so much as you can earn its trust. And should you ever lose it, well, good luck ever getting it back. Probably won't happen. This shall be the Tiber, named for Adam Tiber. The Tiber... Tiber Hilltop Garden. Have I named this? Ah, no. Plants with trees. This now needs to be named as well. This shall be... I know. Den of Cobras. There we go. At this rate, I'm going to run out of the names that I've already had Chaotricles choose before this episode. My lord. That'll be a bit of an embarrassment. I'll have to pause the episode to go and randomly pick another dozen or so off the list. We are naming far too many things. I will have you all know. Oh, also, this one's for Bearded Bob. Bearded Bob asked that I name a roundabout. And whilst generally I am not going to agree to name a thing for someone, it'll just be random, this was a wonderful name. I just can't not go with this. The Autumn District, actually, given that, you know, autumn trees, I like it. This shall be Bearded Bob, I hope you enjoy this. The Bob Ross Happy Little Roundabout. There we go. Because it's surrounded by happy little trees. Oh, fantastic. There we go. So we've got the Omelette Roundabout and the Bob Ross Happy Little Roundabout. You know what? Omelette Roundabout, let's make this all one word. There we go. Now, we haven't named these roundabouts. These have not earned names yet. They don't get one. Is that part of... Yes, it is good. Right, okay, now. My lord, there are a lot of things that we need to do. This traffic is atrocious, and I can't, with a good conscience, add more traffic to this area by building this up. And this is ruining our services. Absolutely ruining it. You know what? Maybe it would help if they could turn off here. Let's go ahead and change that, shall we? Now, you will note that I'm no longer running the mod which allows you to do this. And the reason why I can still do it is because the developers have actually incorporated the mod into the base game. Fantastic, if you ask me. Absolutely fantastic. I really, really like that they've done that. Yeah, go on then. We'll let you go either way. Same here. All two ways, and we'll see if that helps at all, because it'll allow people to turn off a little bit earlier. Honestly, there's an enormous part of me that's saying that's actually going to make it worse. The one-way streets were probably helping in some way, but we'll see how it goes. For now, I could, in fact, increase this road. Given the amount of traffic moving along it, maybe I should. I can't increase that one, but I could easily increase this one and the ones around the outsides. We could. It would ruin some of these buildings, and I would apologize for that, but it may help. Just to be able to move a little bit more traffic down the middle like that. But at the same time, I could just upgrade the outsides. I'd prefer to upgrade it coming off the roundabout, though. There we go. Sorry, everyone. I know you liked your homes. I liked your homes, too. There we are. That'll help a little bit there. Now, this one is going to be a pain to move. Because, well, in fact, all of these are going to be pains to move. Because I've already positioned these. But this is what we'll do. We're going to get rid of this from this side. We're going to upgrade this road, then we're going to move the park up there so that I don't have to get rid of the park. Let's go ahead and give you tree-lined avenues. There we go. And let's upgrade that like so. And then, here comes the expensive bit. You're going to have to move. You will have to move over there to try and be as least disruptive as possible. Though, that said, I could put you there. Yeah, certainly would be nice, but no, we'll have you there. Bang smack there. Then we're going to draw a path around like this. Like so. That'll be all nice. And what I could do is have this path. Yeah, actually, I quite like that. Let's swap to this. There we go. We'll just bring this across and bring this down as soon as it can connect. There we are. Oh no! Why did that break my path? How annoying. About there. There we are, and we'll just take that straight down. And we'll have the path going around in the middle again, where all the trees are. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. We could get rid of this path, because that may allow me to fit in some more high density. Yeah. That's not too bad at all. I wonder, could I fit that in? Barely. I'll just have to live with that, I think. It's a bit wasteful on space, but we can always put a service there at some later. Oh, wait. This has got to upgrade first. Damn, I forgot about that. Let's upgrade this then. Ah, no, really? Drat! Drat, damn and blast! Ah, scallywaggery. You know what? How about We'll get rid of that for now. We'll upgrade this. Then... oh man, this is so messing everything up, really. Let's grab this, move it. We can move it over here without disrupting too much. Pop that down there. So we'll have all the parks on one side. I know that's very unfair, everyone. But it's just the way it's going to have to be. We'll have this going up there, like so. Connecting up all nice and stuff. This one, we'll get rid of this. And just bring this along there. Okay, that's pretty nice. Now, how big are you? Would you fit in there? You would fit in there perfectly. How about we move you then? There we go. Then we can get rid of this. Sorry. Sorry, so sorry. Very sorry. Much sorriness. And we'll bring this along there. Oh, that looks lovely. Absolutely beautiful. Here, not so much, but we'll just sort that out. There we go. Now, I wouldn't mind... well, actually, the pedestrian crossing there should be fine. There we go. That looks absolutely wonderful. And I know I don't need to put those paths there, but I like to. It makes it look nice. I'm afraid you're going. Oh, okay, maybe you're not. Maybe you're staying. There we are. That actually looks really nice now. It has ruined a couple of the buildings. Alas. Sorry about that. Now, what I would like to do... I was going to say we should bring it off this roundabout, but I'm not actually sure we should. How about instead... And I'm fully aware that I'm letting time progress slowly at the moment. That is intentional, so that things don't get too out of hand, but I'll increase it just slightly. No, we don't need that. We'll just allow that to develop by itself for now, but I'm thinking we really badly need bus. We need public transport to try and alleviate this enormous congestion problem. And now, a large part of this is going to be because of this. But there's not a whole lot we can do about that right now. We're just going to have to wait. Which is frustrating, but it's a busy corner shop. It's not on a corner, though. False advertising. Another... oh, you're all lying to me. Organic foods. Okay, you're not lying to me. M&H Clothing. Big Bite Restaurant. Okay, well, fair enough. Yeah, I really strongly think that we need buses at this point. I think that's the next step, really, is to get some buses going. And to do that... well, actually, oh, look at that! Look at that! The decided lack of congestion. Well, I mean, the road's busy. Oh, okay, maybe a bit of congestion, but not too much. I approve enormously. Well, Rick Eaglebrick, considering you're the most populous area right now, by far, I think it would be better for us to set up a bus area around Rick Eaglebrick. So, we're going to continue taking this road out. I'm sorry, shop. I truly, honestly am. And we are going to take this out... Okay, what I'm thinking is we'll take this as far as this. We'll have a little turn off there. Then, we're going to have... and I am going to go with one way on this one. We want to bring you up to around about here. And just slightly out. very, very tight curve. No, no. Straight roads. I think we're going to want it... Yes, about 2 there. So go back to the curve. Like so. Pause this. We're going to want to reconnect you. And then bring the one way. Oops. We want it to be this one way. Down here. Okay, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Let's expand this out just slightly. I want there to be a way for them to turn there. That's going to be important to what we're going to be trying to do. Oh, yeah. Now, I want this to come out about there. 1, 2, was it? Oh. Let's check. Oh, no, actually. Okay, it might work. We might just have enough room. Yes, we did. Fantastic. And then we bring this across to about here. No, I've done that slightly wrong. I need to pull that back by 1. There. There we go. And then down to reconnect. Right. This is going to be a bus terminal. Now, I got this idea watching Zimov live stream City Skylines. And he went for a very efficient looking city. But his bus terminal was... It was just a crowning achievement. It was wonderful in every way it could be. It wasn't just a bus terminal. In the end, it was like every sort of terminal, really. Everything came through this one little area. It was a little bit bigger than this, but we're going to start small. Now, we want buses, and we want time to be progressing. Now, the bus depot itself will go about here. About there. Let's check how much this is going to cost. The bus depot automatically sends out buses for your bus lines. Build lines with the bus stop tool. Adjust the number of buses available by raising or lowering the city's public transportation budget. Very well. I'm going to have the terminal building itself right in the middle. Bang smack there. Now it's going to need power and it's going to need water, of course, because, you know, there's probably going to be restrooms, public restrooms there. And it's already hooked up to the power supply, so that's fine. Okay, honk honk, bus is on the way. I'll take the bus to work, please. Citizens in motion. That's fantastic. Where are you, Pippa? Pippa is all the way over here. Well done, Pippa. Now, I believe there's actually things you can do here. You can set up like friend groups and stuff like that. But for now, we're going to be focusing on this. Now, the bus budget at the moment is going to be fine. The bigger the budget, the more buses are available in the city. We may adjust that over time. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to let time pass whilst we're building some bus stops. Now, what I intend to do is have bus stops in each district. Well, probably not out there. Maybe I'll have specific bus route. Well, yeah, no, we will have bus stops for each district. So, the first stops will be... we can only have 2, but we can have them on either side, so that's fine. So we'll create a line here. This is the first stop, and this one will service this district specifically. So we'll have you going around there. We'll have a stop here, a stop around the outside. We'll just go around the outside first, and then come inwards, and then back out. Out there. I haven't thought this through. I just realized how wasteful this is, but okay. Now, I would like you to... Can you turn that way? Yes, you can. I'd rather you didn't, though. Let's go this way. We'll gather up some citizens on the way. Well, actually, if you right-click, you can delete. So we're going to delete a couple of these. Instead, we're going to go... Can we not come in here? There we are. We're going to go around in a bit of a snaking pattern. And then come back around here. We'll try and visit as many stops as we can. As many locations in the city as we can on our way through. There. Then we'll turn it up. Yes, maybe. No. We won't go there yet. We'll come up here first. Cross there. Back down. Now, this is the point where we really do want to come out and around, I think. What is the best way to do this? Probably have a stop there. Then, can you turn up here? Yes, you can. There. And then have a stop here. And then it'll all the way back down to the bus depot. There we go. Now we should start seeing some buses coming out. Fantastic. Now if we go into the bus overview, we can click on a line and we can change its color. Now since this is the Rick Eaglebrick Heights line, and this seems to be a bit more of a commercial district than anything else, we're going to give it a very vivid blue color. So there we are. And we're also going to call this the Rick Eaglebrick we could just call it the Rick Eaglebrick line. There we go. Not a very inspired choice. I do appreciate that. Now, if we speed up time... Now, the thing with buses is it does take time for them to actually start using them. It'll take a fair old while, actually, for people to start using them. And initially, the buses are going to be all over the place. But we'll start seeing people showing up, moving around. Currently, they're only being moved around this district, so they're not going to make use of this line very much. But we'll start to see a couple of people accumulating at the stops, which is great for us. And the buses are going to take a little while before they start filtering around. Let's see, how many bus passengers are there? Not many. You've got 14 passengers. You got 0, you got 1. This is what it's going to be like for the Rick Eaglebrick line for now. But that's fine, because next we're going to start adding destinations such as the industry area over here, the Beelzebubble Industrial Park, and that will also stop here, so people can just walk between one stop to the next. And slowly, probably over the next episode, I'm going to do a lot of these. We're going to have one in each of these, one for Gentry Terrace and one for Rumpatrol Growery. And gradually, our citizens are going to start using the buses more and more and more and more. If someone wants to go to the shops over in Rick Eaglebrick from Bone Dragon Henge, they'll get on the bus lines in Bone Dragon Henge, get brought all the way over, jump off the bus there, get on the Rick Eaglebrick bus line, and then go where they want and then reverse to get home, so on and so forth. It should help with congestion enormously, and gradually this little area is going to expand. We'll use paths to allow people to easily get from one stop to the other, but that'll all be for the next episode. I do hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you in the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.